Well, still does the weird. You can build aircraft. That's very strange. Oh well, that's fine. That is indeed very fine. You also need more infantry equipment, but that should be coming in soon. I mean, let's put some extra infantry equipment in order so that when we actually get some extra factories, we can use them in that way. Frigate 4, destroy free. Wait, no. No destroyer free. We can get ourselves no more tanks, but maybe something extra somewhere else. Yes, improve the aerodynamic design. All these things are going to be very helpful at this point, now that we're getting into the late game, quote unquote. We could get a close air support specialist, I guess that's fine. I don't think that's going to help with the ridiculous nonsense that's happening here, though. You know, we could just build an air base. We could just focus on repairing this stuff and building a new air base. They are doing a counterattack, which isn't working in the south, but in the north we're having problems. Exactly where I wasn't thinking we were going to have problems with my light mechanized division. But I guess we could just stick to here. Just let them take that piece of land, and oh my god. I wish that there was a hold this place command. Rather than having everybody just run around like chickens, literally just run around like headless chickens. It would be so very nice to have a hold province command. But, oh well. Guess that's a little bit too advanced for Hearts of Iron 4. And yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Cold War Torpedo, that's not all that good. So far, submarines aren't really in my scope. You're all researched. Could get a new USAIV. Yeah, it's gonna be decent. And our counterattack dealt with them pretty handily thanks to the presence of the armor division, which is also, wow, look at that soft attack. That is ridiculous. So it appears like my armor division is also very good in that regard. They're in low supply, so we could also improve the infrastructure in the area. So let's get that construction screen, make sure that that's being constructed. The airbase should have been built. Yes, it is built. So let's try to transfer some of these close air supports into the base. And let's see whether or not... Well, indeed, it does look like these guys are being used to help out, which is pretty nice. We can send in one more group. That's going to be 200 planes supporting our offensive. Now, the first target should be westward of here, but it's not working out. So let's stop that. In the south, however, things are going a little bit better, because they're still trying to attack there, and it's not really working out. I wonder if Venezuela has sent any troops into the main fight. Doesn't appear like it because they have 0 casualties. We appear to have taken huge casualties of our own, which is not exactly great. Now, all of you go into the Marine Army. You're gonna head into... all these naval bases are pretty bad. I guess Casablanca. Well, first you need to head into a port of our own. Then into Casablanca, and you're all going to be responsible for the invasion of Venezuela. I'll go into that desert province first. Keep a light cruiser there. Put a fleet down over that, and put the ship here on patrol. Giving you a commander as well, just to be safe. Now, the invasion is supposed to go here. There is an enemy armor division there, but that's fine. You're all going to be providing close air support. And we're also going to get ourselves some air groups into the other carriers of the fleet. While also trying out our method of let's hope that our doctrines carry us through with the extra thing. So why are you lacking range to complete? Oh, okay. Storm. Yeah, the airbase is overcrowded and does a minus 26% efficiency. But, oh well. We're gonna be not caring about that. Not caring about that one bit. And then transfer over all these Alpine brigades to the garrisons. Fucking finally. Light mechanized goes to the Army of France. More Alpines goes to the garrisons. Okay. We should also have a pretty strong force now in the Congo. Let's try an offensive. We should be getting air support, and we are, but it's not enough. For some reason our armor division was in reserve, and that's not good. Also, we're still having supply problems because we're still haven't built these. Still haven't built these things, and why can we not build a rocket site? Because that uses factory slots. Oh, that's a problem. Eh, well, I was hoping to be able to bombard the Democratic Republic of the Congo, who has a fairly substantial military industry. And their army's still trying to crash themselves against our defenses pretty unsuccessfully. So we're going to need to basically just only wait for them to run out of equipment. You can see already the effect on some of their units, especially the armor. They're going very, very low on certain kinds of equipment. So we can continue riding into that trend. Trying this out as well. I think we can break through. Yep, thanks to finally the Air Force getting involved. Protests have broken out in one of our cities after a ruling handed down regarding a local business scandal did not meet the expectation of a large amount of people. We should probably address the issue properly. Their stability will increase by 1. Their stability will decrease by 1. Oh, sure. I guess it seems to be a no-brainer. Okay, now we're heading into their territory proper. This is a bit of a problem. There's jungle attrition. So we are getting some pretty heavy attrition on our tanks, I would think. Although, it doesn't actually seem like we are losing any, which is very lucky. Well, that's pretty decent. Yeah, some vehicles lost to attrition, but not really as much as I would have thought. Then let's cut west through these infantry divisions and try to stop the enemy from escaping. Let's see how long. Not very long. There is still a way they can use to escape. We are gonna go quickly over and try to cut that. Of course, they are trying to counterattack to slow us down, which is gonna allow some more of their units to escape, but not too bad. You go down in flames and smoke, and you're almost there. Look at that, more enemies. Gonna be easy to destroy them, it would seem. We're starting to lose some huge amounts of equipment, however, which is a problem. No, you stay there. You stay the fuck there. And you're gonna help as well. Seems like they're gonna be able to escape. That's a big problem. See, it seems like it's very weak from the strength bar, but it's actually not true because most of the main battle tanks are still in the division. So really, the lifeblood of the division is still running. Let's try to do one more attempt at cutting them off. Nope, not gonna work out. We could, however, do this. They seem to have a bit of a problem in the west as well. Send some more motorized through the breach. Okay, and then attack in an unexpected direction, trying to confuse the heck out of them. We can move on further and try to take Bukavu, which would be pretty good as it would completely surround these guys. And since it's a plains province down here, I think it's gonna be a pretty easy ride while the rest of our forces occupy the enemy troops, which are very, very heavily depleted. So in fact, I can defeat them on their own, but some help with the surround is gonna be pretty much welcome. There it goes. Now, the naval landing is securely planned, but we're gonna need to take some extra ships to guard the approach. In fact, only one extra ship. The Etna? No, yeah, okay, the Etna, named after a volcano. Yeah, like that. Should be good enough to patrol the areas and you two get reunited. And then we can run in and make certain that our stuff is done. That's actually kind of a problem because it also activated the plan in the mainland of Congo, which is a bit of an annoyance. So we're gonna need to take all of you. Well, maybe not all of you, but some of you off from the plans. Mostly just you. Yeah, that's fine. You're moving through. You're also moving through. You should move through down in the south. And then I've got some more reinforcements. Gonna get themselves well equipped and well trained up. Nice, 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 nice. And where's my amphibious force? It's heading and steaming away through the western African regions. I'm really hoping that they can very quickly secure a port. I decided to land this middle province, this middle desert, so that they have a way to get both into Caracas and into this eastern, I'm guessing Maracaibo? No, Maracaibo's over here? Yeah. And it's this eastern city. Both of them would be a pretty good target. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that battle. In the meantime, let's continue to micro down here. We can try to take out these 11. No, it's not going to work. Because we still have a bit of a problem with the supply situation. In fact, we're going to take the aggressiveness at minimum so that we avoid any unnecessary casualties. And it looks like they just decided to leave, which is very smart from them, because they were about to get completely surrounded. And they were lucky I wasn't able to close down the gap at the end. Now that seems to be a pretty good way to get into Congo, because they appear to not really have any troops anymore, which is great. Can't get hypersonic engines anymore, but we can get nuclear bombs. Yes, that's gonna be fairly useful. And steel from Germany is not being imported. Oh no, never mind, it is. Nice. Now though, we can advance here, and we are in Colombia. So we managed to successfully secure a landing, except there's a problem. There's a big problem. It appears like we're just being completely surrounded, and they're gonna try to worn us down, or wear us down, by continuously attacking us without giving us reprieve, which is a very big problem, because we have a fairly short duration for our out of supply grace. Let's try to build a naval base as quickly as possible, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So I think that our Marines are going to be destroyed. Wait, what? Oh, battle. Yeah. Because they can't stop the enemy from attacking them. Okay, try to attack into the east. Okay, at least now we have the attack progressing, which we can hopefully win, and we can hopefully take the heights and the port, so that at least my Marines can get supplies. That's going to be the main priority. Can we get some more industry stuff? Yeah, we can. Resource gain efficiency is going to be very good with our new acquisitions. In fact, one of our Marine divisions is already dead. And, oh well. Looks like they're going to go down and they're going to fight, but they're going to die. Very unfortunate. I should have... yeah, I should have attacked the port directly. That was a big mistake for me. So let's try to train up some replacements. That was a big mistake. Oh well. Wasn't really thinking that through. Can also get the UCAV too now. Okay, do the hypersonics. They're also going to be fairly useful, so that would be nice to have. And now at least you can stop that disastrous attack. I kind of wish you had commando. Oh, Bulgaria joined NATO. Sure. That's kind of annoying. Hey, at least now we can completely destroy the last remaining Congolese. And then head towards Kinshasa, the capital. So at least the land force is proving how much better they've gotten. It's gonna be nice. Congo was not easy to defeat. Definitely harder than I thought it would be. Oh shit. Let's try to not get these guys surrounded. Good. Army logistics, that's not too bad. Well, that's actually pretty bad. Only minus 4% attrition. Now we're gonna get the concealment specialist. He should be okay. I'm gonna get some of you and stop that, whatever that was supposed to do. To defend the flanks of the spearhead that my armor is doing. Finally capitulated. And it looks like... Okay, so they're gonna go down. And apparently we can take over Venezuela as well, somehow. Even though we really didn't take them out. But I guess it's fine. They surrender. And not really sure about that, but let's use that as much as possible. Okay, hold on, and then... so it's gonna send them over into the patrol, which is not what I wanted to do. But you all can be reunited into one force and sent back to Tuscany. So we've gained ourselves some new territory in the Western Hemisphere and in Congo. Now, at this point, you are all in need of a bit of a reorganization, as are you. But once that's done, there's really nothing stopping us from taking on NATO. And I'm going to join you for that in the next part. So I hope you've enjoyed so far Millennium Dawn. In China, just getting a bit of a update on the situation. Seems like the Chinese have kind of recovered, so their army is still existing. And the Indians somehow have managed to maintain control of what they had, but it seems like they are still kind of losing ground in terms of the equipment situation. It seems like their army's performing better, but it's gonna kind of run out of supplies eventually. Who knows? They also have some reserve forces in the rear, as does China, but the Chinese forces in the rear are much weaker than the Indian ones. Of course, there's also the fact that South Korea appears to be sending a lot of his units on overseas to do its bidding, but it's not really working out for it, because it seems like they're taking huge casualties in doing so. And yeah, what about the Navy though? What about the Navy indeed? 10 ships, so you're still not... Okay, so India still has a pretty huge navy comparatively to the Chinese, but the Chinese have managed to not really receive any naval landings anywhere that I can see that actually managed to survive longer than was supposed to, so at least the Chinese are doing fairly well on that part. There's still the question of Bangladesh, whose entry into the war could be very, 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 very bad for India, because they also appear to have a ridiculous navy. Yeah, they have tons of destroyers, and tons of corvettes, and some submarines as well. So, if Bangladesh were to enter the war on the side of China, that would be really bad for India, but I doubt they will at this point. I thought that maybe at the beginning they could join, not when they had a very good opinion of China, but alliance expansion. Oh. Oh. So it appears like they are about to get some friends in Africa. Let's get those 6 days. Those 6 days that are left. And see what they can do with that. Just passing the days by. I also need to research something, of course. Anti-air. And then also some extra military factories. Well, you go ahead and produce. What about... Well, I really don't know. I really don't know. Some extra what? What do we need? Infantry equipment. Attack aircraft. Yeah, attack aircraft, I guess. Attack aircraft, however, I think we can upgrade them now. Get their reliability up. And then we cannot get there. Oh, that's because the air experience is still very low. We can improve the reliability by 1. I guess for now it's fine. Yeah, let's do that. 15 more factories on that, and then just to be sure, 15 more factories on multi-rolls as well. Which is going to require huge quantities of aluminum. From France, I guess. Come on, do that. Did they actually get anyone? Well, they got Mozambique and Uganda. And they sent... So they sent the things on over to who? Angola, Botswana, Ethiopia, Kenya, Mozambique, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zambia. So they got a pretty lukewarm, if not outright bad response. Wait, what? Yeah, they're right. There's still the African coalition of Muslims alive in Afghanistan, which is an interesting little thing, little tidbit. And so far, not a lot of people are joining factions despite the 100% world tension. And the Chinese-Indian War still remains the only huge war to come out of that. But I'm certain that once Russia decides to be a dick, and once, well, some people around here decide to be dicks, well, isn't he a handsome man? Then that's not going to be all that good. Oh well, I'm going to see you in the next part. Hope you've enjoyed Millennium Dawn so far, and I'll see you soon.